44-year-old production designer accused of assaulting woman. A 44-year-old production designer has been charged with assault following an altercation with a woman in Potters Road, Kingston on Sunday. Reports show that the accused, Damien Brown, and the woman were involved in an altercation during which Brown punched her in her mouth, causing bruises and swelling. The incident happened about 10:30 p.m. The matter was reported to the police, and Brown was subsequently arrested and charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. A court date for him is being finalized. Port Authority says expansion of Westland Port at Kingston Freeport Terminal will help boost country's economy. President of the Port Authority of Jamaica, Gordon Shirley, says the expansion of the Westland Port at the Kingston Freeport Terminal will help boost the country's economy. Mr. Shirley made this statement at the groundbreaking ceremony for the expansion project yesterday morning. According to Mr. Shirley, Kingston is on track to becoming the largest cargo terminal in the Caribbean. He said the contract signing signals an improvement of the competitiveness of the terminal.
With the addition of Westlands to the space available to the KFTL terminal operation, the impressive growth rate is expected to be further enhanced, and Kingston will remain on track to become the fastest growing and largest cargo terminal in the region. The PAJ is therefore pleased to participate today with KFTL in the signing of the Westlands Agreement and in breaking ground for the construction of the expanded terminal storage area. I will depart from script just for a moment because it would be remiss of me not to express a special word of thanks to the Most Honorable Prime Minister for his vision, for his careful and insightful review of our strategy, not just of this project, but for the many other projects that we do. We are very grateful, Prime Minister, for your guidance, your support, and your assistance to us over the many years. The arrangement to be signed today between KFTL and PAJ will allow for an expansion of the terminal storage area by over 25%. This will significantly improve the competitiveness of the terminal, which will be able to accommodate cargo that is currently bypassing the port from its existing shipping lines, and will allow it in addition to attract new business from other customers. It will also allow for a modern, highly automated domestic gate to be installed, substantially improving, Mr. Lowe, the rate at which domestic cargo can be processed and released. The development of the Westlands will create an important additional basis for competitiveness for Kingston in comparison to the space-constrained competitors.
IC denies access to Wholeness Forensic Report, cites court case and gag clause. The Integrity Commission has refused a request under the Access to Information ATI Act for the full forensic accounting report on Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness's finances, as well as several internal records. It cited legal restrictions tied to a lawsuit Holness has brought against the Commission, as well as a sweeping gag clause under the Integrity Commissions Act. In a written response dated July 10 to reporters ATI submitted on July 7, the Commission said it could not disclose the forensic report, stating that the matter is sub judice or under jurisdictional consideration. The matter is sub judice as it falls within the subject of proceedings before the court, and therefore the Commission is unable to comment on same, it stated. The full report had been requested following the Integrity Commission's investigation report tabled in Parliament in September 2024, which revealed that an international forensics examiner was engaged in the probe of Wholeness income and access for 2019 to 2022. The 2021 filing triggered the probe. The Director of Investigations said the examiner was to determine, among other things, the nature and extent of the interplay between Wholeness and three connected companies, namely Imperium Investment Holding, Limited Estate Bridge Development Company Limited, and Positive Media Solution Limited. Concerning the other items requested under the Gleaner ATI, minutes of the Commission's board meeting, subcommittee meetings, and internal audit report from 2018 to 2025, the IC pointed to Section 56 of the Integrity Commission Act, which mandates strict confidentiality. The IC is unable to provide the requested information as it is constrained by Section 56 of the Integrity Commission Act, which mandates that the Commission is to keep such matters secret and confidential, the agency wrote. Section 56, one of two main secrecy clauses in the IC's law, deals with the confidentiality of information handled by the Commission. It mandates that all information, declarations, government contracts, prescribed license, and other related matters be treated as secret and confidential by individuals involved with the Commission's administration. The obligation continues even after a person leaves the Commission. The Commission's use of secrecy clause is not new. Both the Commission and some civil society groups have argued that it should be varied as its current form undermines transparency. In an ongoing parliamentary review of the legislation, lawmakers appear set to maintain the provision, with some accommodations for disclosing details of state contracts. Some lawmakers have also demanded more specialized audit of the anti-corruption agency, citing its recent budgetary allocations of almost $2 billion. There are also proposals that some critics say would weaken the Commission's powers. In its annual report for 2024-2025, released last month, the Commission noted that its investigations division closed 9 cases. One of those cases involved wholeness, but the document did not state what the matter was about. It said that the matter was referred to the division on April 5th and closed on July 19. The Commission said the average time taken to complete 9 cases was 518 days. The wholeness case took 338 days. In the controversial 171-page investigation report, Director of Investigation Kevin Stevenson said he could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment, highlighted unexplained financial discrepancies in Wholeness 2021 income filing, and raised questions about tax compliance and transactions of over $470 million involving connected companies. Stevenson noted in the published report that the International Forensics account took 6 months to review bank transactions linked to Wholeness and the companies. In a special report, the Commission said it could not certify Wholeness 2021 filings and referred the matter to the Financial Investigations Division. Wholeness has rejected the findings and in September 2024 filed a wide-ranging judicial review claim against the Commission, Stevenson, and Director of Information and Complaints, Craig Beresford. He contended that the investigation was unfair. Wholeness is also seeking to challenge the constitutionality of the section of Corruption Prevention Act which deals with illicit enrichment. He is also challenging the Integrity Commission Act, which was approved by Parliament in 2017. The judicial review case is scheduled to be heard over 10 days starting October 13 by a 3-judge panel. The matter was listed for pre-trial review in the Supreme Court on Thursday. However, the judge is reported to hear an application by the Commission to strike out aspects of Wholeness Amendment claim. Wholeness legal team is also seeking to have aspects of an affidavit filed by Beresford struck out. Earlier this year, Wholeness business partner Norman Brown withdrew his court challenge against sections of the report that questioned his company's tax status and flagged potential conflict of interest over his chairmanship of 2 state agencies reporting to Wholeness. The court allowed Brown to challenge the tax-related findings but dismissed his conflict of interest claim. Brown said he withdrew to limit reputational harm amid what he called unfair media narratives. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.